I know you spent some time in Europe coaching the Barcelona Dragons, if I'm not mistaken, and a team in Italy. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about that. What was it like spending time in Europe coaching football and building up football in a market that isn't kind of seen in the same light as maybe in the United States or Canada?
Well, the one thing is I'm a football coach, and I'm kind of like a barber. Anybody that plays football, any country, I can go and coach. It doesn't matter about language. It doesn't really matter. So, I got to talk to like Danny Machocha, guys like that that've been in Europe. Danny used to be with the Bergamo Lions. So when they called me, first of all, I got into Euro players because a guy that used to work for the Lions formed this website where you can put your resume on there. So I put my own on there, and I wanted to be in Prague. So, or Hungary, because my wife's Hungarian. She's from Baja, Hungary. And so I was looking into a place near the Romanian border there, Bekeskaba. And we went and visited them. Then I went up to Prague, and we really liked Prague. And I was able to work out a deal with them. And they were big, for some reason, they were big Boise State fans. And but anyway, when I was 13 years old, I come from a little island in the middle of in the Pacific, Hawaii, the island of Kauai. I wanted to see stuff. I mean, in an hour I can be from one end of the island to the other, and if I walk, maybe 2, 3 hours, right? So I wanted to see things. So I said, when I'm turning 65, whatever I'm doing in football, I'm going to travel. I'm going to go to Europe. I'm going to see, I'm going to see things, and I read a lot, So when I was going to take the job in Bekeshkova before Prague came into the picture, my wife told me all about Hungary. I studied about the history of Hungary. I knew certain key words in Hungarian. Then I got the job. Well, in the meantime, before I signed or accepted it, um, Prague came into the picture. So I said to Judy, I'd rather take the Prague job, even though the other job's in Hungary. She agreed to it. So we did that. I felt bad about the Keshkaba, so I got a buddy of mine who was also retired to go there, and they loved him. And he and I coached in the CFL a little bit together, and then we had coached in Vegas together. And I brought him into Vegas. He was one of the high school coaches that I loved. Anyway, so but so I kind of had my life structured. When I retired, when I turned 65, it was 12 years ago. I I got calls and saying, I need an offensive coordinator, or we need this, or we need that in the CFL. I said, guys, I'm retired, and that's what I did.